Okay.
Okay. Open the file. How's your fever?
No, it's fine. Actually, I know. Still cough is there, but it's all right. Better than yesterday.
Okay. We are just seeing the form tag and about the get and post method. First, let's discuss about the get method. In the form,
Okay.
we just use get or post. You can use either get or post method.
Yeah.
For transferring the data, or for just to the another page or the same page. Right now we are using to the other page. In the action attribute, we are using demo.php. So in the same directory, there should be a demo.php page. Okay. The demo.php is in the same directory. If you want in the different directory, then you can um, folder name.
If it's in different directory and all that.
Yeah, you can give here folder name also. No issue with that. Okay. Now, what we have, one form that open these two attribute, then one input text. Input type text means it will generate a text box on the browser for us, and we have a name. Okay, f name. This is the one of the attribute of the text box. Also name, ID, class. These are the attribute. Okay. So just uh, right now we have used name attribute. Okay, and one submit button. If you use a submit button, whenever you click that particular button, then this form will be submitted and this action will be performed. Okay, the action will be performed.
Okay.
Data will be transmitted with the get method right now because we are using get method. If we are using get method, then data will be transmitted or transferred by the URL. By the URL. Okay. Let me open our page. So if you write anything into the text box and whenever you submit, you can see here there is a value,
Okay.
variable and value combination. What the name of variable? Fname.
Okay.
Fname will be the variable name and this is the value within the text box. And
Okay.
this is a question mark, means it is a kind of query string. Did you hear that word query string before? Query string.
No.
Actually, whatever we pass into in the URL, that is called after the question mark, that is called a query string. Okay. If we have more than one text box, let's see. I just use different name for that. Just save that and refresh. Now we have two text box. Okay. Now if we submit the form, then you can see after the question mark, first variable value combination is this, and there is one and parameter is there. After that, there is second value and value variable. Okay. Now,
Okay.
question is that
So in the get method, it happens like that, right? Means it's stored in the URL.
Yeah, it transfer through the URL. You can say that the values and the variable component transfer through the URL. But there is a limitation on the number of character in the URL, so we cannot.
Yeah, in URL it's a limitation. It's I think so 255 characters or something.
Exact number, yeah, I think so 255 character we can use. We cannot pass a large amount of data.
Yeah, and this is also wrong in URL. Means you cannot means pass any character in the URL because it's a security question, right?
Yeah, it is not secure, so there's two limitations. It is not secure, we cannot transmit large amount of data. We can do that for the login page and like that and secure page. Okay, let's see how we get the value of that particular method. Okay, so we have used $_server, the global variable, the request method parameter. If we pass the request method parameter, then it will give you
Okay.
will give you the whatever the method we are using in the POM tag.
Okay.
Whatever the method we are using for transferring the data, so it will return get method. Okay, we just use the comparison operator. If it is get, then this condition is true. Now in our current situation, this condition is true. That's why it execute this block of code. Okay, how we get the value now? So what we can see here is a variable and the value combination. So just we have to pass the variable name, then we can get this value. Okay, let me show you. So what we have done, $_get. Why we use $_get? Because we are using $get method. Okay, we are using get method, that's why we have used $_get, and this is our variable name, whatever we have used in the input tag, the name attribute. Okay, that's why it is this attribute we have to use while
Okay.
if we want to just use the form and submission of form, if we want to handle the submission of form, then okay.
Then there is name and there is another what you call the name and the value, I think so.
And name is will be the variable name. Okay, and whatever value into that particular text box, it will be the value corresponding to that particular variable. Okay. So now, right now, if we submit, let me show you again. If we submit, then our first value will be printed. Is it true or not? Yeah. Why it is printing? Because we have used that code. Means in the $name, what we are assigning the F name means first value we are assigning into $name, and we are just checking the condition if empty. Empty is a keyword. Sorry, empty is a predefined function. You can say that it will just check the variable. If it doesn't have any value, then it will return
name is empty.
If it is blank, then it will return true. But right now in our this situation, this condition, we have the value within the $name variable. That's execute else condition. Okay. So within the else, what we have done, just echo that particular value within
the name.
So that's why we are getting the first.
So if you want to run directly demo.ph without running that form,
undefined index F name.
No, name is empty.
Yeah, undefined index means here. Generating the
and Govind, there was yesterday there was error in second program, but it was a warning, not error. If you see my program, it was having the same type of means like line 4 and define something.
Second, in the second.
Yeah.
Undefined offset file. Okay. Here is 5 values. Okay. You don't have to use this equals to.
Okay. Okay.
Did you understand? Means indexing start from the 0, so it is the 0th position.
Okay. Got it.
And there's another issue in this program. Actually, right now you have you just count the values. But if I say that will be the dynamic, you don't know how many number of values will be there. Then
Mm-hmm. Then we have to take it from the user, means take it from the by JavaScript or something.
no, actually there is a for each loop. There is
Okay.
there is for each loop. Did you remember?
Yeah, for each loop, yes.
What exactly working of the for each loop? It will take each and every variable or value
Yeah.
of the array
Means
and
yeah, I don't have to stop the means loop, yeah.
yeah, don't
It
have.
will automatically take the values like I is equal less than 5. I don't have to means specify.
So you can use the for each loop here if it is
Okay.
dynamic. So you don't have to count
Mm-hmm.
the number of values, how many number of values in that particular.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just removing it. So if you want second value also, there's nothing else. The second variable name. Second variable name means our attribute means name attribute of second text box. What is the name attribute of
Mm-hmm.
second text box? L name.
LM, yeah.
Okay, you can use yeah anything. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is user defined, but for the second page this is not user defined. But in the first page this is user defined. Whatever you have used here, you have to use in the
Okay.
global variable $get. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and here you can just you have to echo that, nothing else. And we get both values. Now you can process with these values whatever the user entered. I haven't used the space.
Yeah.
So if you are using the login page, then you can pass these Google username and password. You can compare that particular values with our database. If that value is correct, then you can set that particular user as a login correct user. Otherwise, you can display the message to enter correct username or password. This kind of logic you can create. Okay. Now, for the if if we are using post method, I'll show you the post method. Okay, the same, everything is same, but you are using post method. So if you submit the form right now, then there will be the blank output. Why it is blank output? Because this condition is not true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
this condition is not true, so it will not execute the block of code. We have to
Okay.
use a post. Okay,
All right.
and here also $get in place of $get we have to use
Post.
$post. Yes, nothing else. Everything is the same. Now, but there's one difference. Our data, our variable and value. Can you hear me? Is it? Pranay?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, it's showing that internet connection is slow. Okay, let's continue.
Still, I can hear you. Don't worry about that. I think so.
Okay. So now if I submit that, then yeah, it is
Hmm?
printing our name, first name and last name, but
Yeah.
nothing
There
in
is nothing on URL.
nothing on the line. So it just transfer the data in hidden format.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you get the point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
What the use of $_request, the third global variable, $_request.
Request.
With the help of $_request, you can catch the value which was transferred by either from the get method or post method. Means it is universal for get and post, nothing else. Okay, let me show you. Right now we are using post, and in the first name what we are using $_request. Then it will print same output. No issue with that.
Okay.
And if you use your get method, you have to change on the thing get, get, and request will work, but here you have to change get. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One second, please be online. Okay, let's continue. So, what's the difference between get and post? Can you tell me?
In the get, it comes in the URL. In post, it does not come in the URL. Directly taking the variable and come inside from that.
Yeah, and the URL have the limitations, so it cannot be sent. The get cannot be sent large amount of data. That's why file uploading, yeah, or any image uploading will be done by using post method, not by get method. Okay, get method will not support any file uploading or image uploading. And if you are uploading any file or any image in your form while you're submitting any form, then you have to use one more attribute of the form tag, ENC type. Okay, multi-part oblique form data. Okay, we will discuss about it. Just you have to pass this attribute or one more attribute in the form tag while you are uploading a file
Image.
or an image. Okay, there's upload input text box also. Input type, if you use a file, then it will convert to browse. Okay, did you see that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, and how we handle whatever we selected by using $_file, the global variable which we are discussing. There is one global _file also. Okay. We can handle the which file is selected, what is the name of that file, what exactly um, type of that particular file, extension of that file. You can check all
Okay.
by using $_files. Okay. So these are the.
And Kevin, I want to ask that if there is anything like means certain type means you can read the file means any web CMS reading our PDF file we have uploaded.
Reading the PDF file. Yeah, we can do that, the reading of the PDF file, but we need the different libraries for that. In the PHP, yeah, we can add this library also. I'm not exactly, I don't know the name of the library, but we need this library and we have to use the inbuilt function of that particular library. Then we can read and manipulate that PDF or Excel file. You can use PDF, Excel, or any other extension file also. Okay.
Okay.
So let's come to form. Same thing will be there. Welcome method post. Same thing they have described. They have just.
Is there any other method than post, or that's only post?
There is only get and post. There is only two methods.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
The same thing we have discussed. Yeah, actually, one more thing that I just forgot about. Tell you, if you don't use this, either we have used blank or we have used self. Self is equals to blank. You can say that there is a one self also. server dollar underscore server self. You can use this one also or a blank. Right now I'm just using blank action tag. Then after submitting that particular form, let me use the get method. Sorry. Oh, get method we can't use this, and we can't use this also in the get method. So text. Let me use name and last name. If you submit now, we haven't used any page name or any PHP script here in the action, then it will not redirect to any other page. It will just reload to the same page. One second, once. Yeah, let's continue. So it will just submit itself. You can say that. Let me show you. Now I'm submitting. These are the blank, but you can see here.
Okay, there is no means it's not going to the next page.
Not going to that.
It's going to the same page.
Same page, but it is transferring the data. Okay, it's transferring the data. So we can cache the data also. If it is transferring, then we can do that in the same page. But
we can hide also means our form at the time.
No, we can't hide that right now. Yeah, we can set the condition for that. It will be hide or anything else. Okay. So we are getting this, but yeah, there will be the same warning will be there, undefined index. If we don't use anything for that, we have to set the condition. Name is empty. We have to set the condition here. Okay, so we have to set the conditions and any one of them we can use.
Sorry.
Usually any one of them we can use. Or is set also one predefined function. Is set just check either that particular value or variable is defined or not. What it check is that particular variable or value is defined or not. So now there is no warning. Why? Because this value, this variable will not be defined. Right now, why? Because we haven't submitted.
Because you didn't put the submit, yeah.
Yeah. If we click on the submit, then the condition will be true. And we get the value. Okay?
Okay.
Any confusion in get post method and how we transfer
We
the
can
data?
use the same stuff over here in the post also, right?
Right. But nothing has been changed, just use post here and we have to just we have to post and dollar underscore get in place of dollar underscore post.
Okay.
I have opened in two places. The same undefined index. Okay, once again. Actually, I have used get here. If you post,
Okay, okay.
you can use the why it is showing up.
Dollar request or dollar.
Yeah, dollar request. If you use dollar request, then you don't have to worry about the post and get while we are catching the value from the variable. Okay, let's move ahead. Is there any confusion? Anything else?
No.
Okay.
And I want to know about sessions.
Yeah, sessions actually after some time it will be the session cookies means in the advanced page after file handle.
Okay, it's an advance, all right.
No, we can use that session also, no issue. Let me cover this formatting, then
Form
we
validation and
get
all that. Okay.
because the same thing we can skip this. We already discussed about the get and the post, how we catch the value. Same thing,
Yeah.
get versus post also there. Just you can say this one time just study that particular thing. You have to know about difference between of them. Okay, so if you get and post, when you use get, when you use post, validate. What
So how many types of means form validations are there, sir? Means there are different or only one or two?
I'm checking they are using PHP validation or JavaScript jQuery validation. They are using actually PHP validation. They are checking that the particular value is blank or not. If it is blank, then it will display the message.
Okay.
Then you have to enter. How we can check? How we can check means if I in this form, if I didn't enter anything in the first text box, okay. So we can check that here. Means we are just getting the value of first text box here. So we can set a condition. If condition
Okay.
inside that is the dollar name equals to blank, then echo you can do that. No, okay, let me use the plan.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
name is empty. Here we have already we have the condition. Sorry for that. Yeah, here we already have the condition here. Name is empty. We can write here. Okay. And you can also use this particular code before the HTML tag. No issue with that. Okay. Same output will be there. Click enter the first name.
Okay, okay. So validation is also occurring at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. You can do one thing also. Dollar f validate. I'm assigning to one variable dollar f b equals to when I'm defining that particular variable before using that, and you can use that variable. You can echo that variable here also if that exists. Means if is set $FP, then only you can print echo $FP, because we have the message within the $FP. Now it will print just after the text box. Or we can set by our designer, we can take that particular message in any other HTML tag, in the spam tag, yeah, or in the paragraph tag. So we can set different styling with that also. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
So this is validation, server side validation, not the client side validation.
Okay.
What are the example of client side validation? JavaScript, if you are using JavaScript or jQuery or even HTML. HTML also provide the validation.
Okay.
But I can show you. If you submit, then it is displaying that please fill out this thing.
Okay.
So this is HTML validation. Okay. Just a simple HTML validation. Required email also, we can do that. Email validation also there in the input. Numeric validation also there, or we can use the JavaScript jQuery also. We will discuss about the JavaScript jQuery later on in our section. How we use JavaScript and jQuery. But the client-side validation is not secure. Why? Because anyone can manipulate our code, because this code is in the client side in the browser. Let me show you. I just right click here, inspect the elements. I have checked that.
Okay.
I can do that.
You used to do that.
I can do that, and now no validation action has been performed. It submitted, the server side validation action has been performed. Did you get the point?
Yeah. Means you can do either means over here or over there.
Yeah, I can remove the validation and manipulate the working of the our form if we are using
Okay.
client.
And it can go to the next page, right?
You can go to next page with the blank value. Could be the security issue.
But nowadays the people are using jQuery, so
jQuery also a client-side validation. jQuery and JavaScript also client-side validation. You can manipulate that also. Okay.
Yeah.
For generally we use a server-side and client-side validation also. Both validation. Okay. We just check one condition, any one condition, that these values are filled or not. Okay. So this is our form. Let's move ahead. Here they have used a lot of things. They just assign all the values into different variable by using $_post, because they have used the post method on the form, that particular form. And function test input $data. One second, what they have done. Let me run that particular example. They have used the form, PHP validation form, h2 tag, within h2 tag. These are the four. Here they have used this function. Yeah, this function they have used. Test input. This is one user-defined function, nothing else. User-defined function means you have defined that function. Okay. Within that function, we have to pass one argument, one value. So we are passing one value means passing the variable value, whatever it is assigned while we are submitting the form into the text box. Whatever we write the text box,
Okay.
it will pass to that particular function. Then what the
Mm-hmm.
functionality of this function? It is trim. Trim actually remove the white spaces before and after unused white spaces. It will remove and assign back to the dollar data. Then str replace slashes. It will replace the slashes also. HTML special character. It will replace HTML special character. These things
Mm-hmm.
we use for security reasons. Nothing else. Means in
Okay.
what actually hackers do from the input they can pass SQL injections and
Mm-hmm.
different syntax which can be executed into
Mm-hmm.
our SQL or MySQL into database management.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's
Mm-hmm.
why we have to use these str replace or HTML special character replace. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I will show you once we are in the database section, not the SQL, and I
Okay.
will show you, but how we use them. I will show you. Okay.
The SQL injection, right?
No, no, not SQL injection. Actually, I'm not also good in the SQL injection, but I just show
Mm-hmm.
you
You can.
how we can avoid that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what it is returning the plain data. If we use any special character or any unused white spaces, then it will remove that particular white spaces, special character, slashes, you know. Then it will return our data and we
Mm-hmm.
are assigning it into the variable. Okay. And in the end, that they have used the validation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Validation example. They haven't shown any message or any condition. They have set, didn't set any condition. They haven't used the validation. Let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we have a form. And just we submit. Then it will show the our values. If we again submit, no, they haven't used the validation. We have to check. We have to set the condition here,
Mm-hmm.
either here or just equal if it is if there is a value within that particular variable, then show that value. Otherwise, show the message.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. You can do here. Means what you have to do, just select if condition.
Mm-hmm.
Dollar name. Check the dollar name. If it is empty, blank, and then sorry, we don't have to use that. And just equal within the single quote or double quote. Else,
Mm-hmm.
else means you have the value in that particular
Mm-hmm.
variable. Then, just print it. Nothing else. Please enter the
Okay.
name.
Please enter name. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what about the other stuff? They also might not return, right?
Yeah, they are also not written. So you can set this type of condition for every variable.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. If you enter the name and submit, no message is there. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any confusion?
No.
Okay. Now, form validation form required. Field just required field. These are found as the method. Here maybe they have used the validation error message. Within the error message they have assigned name is required, then they will print that particular error message just after that particular text box if that exists. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just see this example required. The same example
Mm-hmm.
which we have discussed means just after that particular text box they are printing
Mm-hmm.
error message if we have used blank. Okay. Just try to run that
Okay.
example here and try to understand this. Okay.
Okay.
Now URL and email. How we validate the email? How we validate email or URL? This
Okay.
is actually JavaScript code.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see the example. In the PHP they have used or in the Java? No, in the PHP they have used. Yes, but they have saved it. Actually, here is two of the second term is regular expression. We have used the regular
Mm-hmm.
expression. This is the regular expression.
Okay.
Only letter and white space allowed. This is the condition and this is one
Mm-hmm.
predefined function. Whatever we have used in that particular, let me show you. Actually, you will get confused if I show you in this big form. Even let me copy this. I don't want to. Whereas post method name is required. Email, let me comment it. Rest of also let me comment
Mm-hmm.
one by one. Let me show you one by one.
Yeah.
This and a file I will just comment it's the wrong way. Yep. Star means required field. We have just said name is required. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
only they are
Yes.
displaying name is required. If I just
Mm-hmm.
remove that comment, then it will show rest of the validation also. Now, let's see how they are displaying the name is required message. And if you use here any special character, one second, sorry, any special character, then submit, only letter and white space
Only
allowed.
letters in white space allowed. Okay.
Okay. How they do that? Um, they have used the request post method. It means this code will be executed after submitting the form. Which form?
Yeah, after submitting the form.
Yeah, we have the form HTML replace cell. Okay,
Uh-huh.
means
Uh-huh.
same form submitted to the itself, and we have used input type text, and
Mm-hmm.
the name of the first text box is name. Okay, and
Okay.
we are printing one PHP variable. This would be a
Mm-hmm.
user defined variable. You will see in this variable we are
Okay.
assigning the message which is we are seeing here and that particular
Validate.
okay validation message we are just assigning into this variable in, in this code,
Okay.
okay, in this code, and echoing that
Uh-huh.
particular message here. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Now, let's see if we submit the form, then this code will be executed always, all time this code will be executed. But after submitting the form, the
Mm-hmm.
this if condition, okay, if condition will also execute this whole if condition. Right now we have commented this code will not execute.
Yeah.
Now, if empty, what we have checked, the first condition, if empty,
Name is
then
required.
name is required. In this name ERR, where we are assigning in name ERR, a user defined
Yeah.
variable.
So it's a name error message.
Yeah, and where we are printing that particular one here, the
Yeah.
same variable we are printing it there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is not empty. It means we'll go to else condition. Okay, means we have the value within the dollar underscore post name variable. It means in the first
Mm-hmm.
text box, user entered the value. Now in the else condition, test input. Check if the name only
Mm-hmm.
printers letter and white is test input. Why we use test input? Let me see the test input. Actually, I just forgot about the test input.
Mm-hmm.
PHP, let's see the definition. Decimal is a different function, not a function of shape. Actually, it would be the user defined function. Yeah, that's why I'm just a user defined function. It will return the by removing the special character, trimming the backslashes and HTML special characters, some HTML special characters. It will remove them
Yeah.
and return the same value whatever we have entered.
Mm-hmm.
So it just get that particular value. HTML special character means the tags, the p-tag, this
Uh-huh.
of tag, it will just remove that. Okay,
It will
backslash,
remove that. Yeah.
strip slashes, it will remove backslashes, forward slash, trim, it will trim the white spaces just after or before the values. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not in between the spaces. If we use a space between any word, that will not replace. Okay, now it will return the value after the replacing that particular things. Then what we are checking, paragraph match.
Yeah.
Why we use,
Flag match.
let's just forget about this not. Okay, just forget
Mm-hmm.
about this not. This condition means
Mm-hmm.
drag match just check what we have to pass two argument within that paragraph match.
Mm-hmm.
First one is regular expression.
Only A to Z, small letters, only A to Z, big letters.
Yeah,
Mm.
we can use only letters and some spaces also. That slash, I think dollar or slash define the space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Oh.
whatever we have in the dollar name variable, is it matching that particular regular expression or not? If it is matching, means if we have valid,
Mm-hmm.
then it will return. mm, it, then it will return true. Okay, if we have valid messages, valid
Mm-hmm.
what we can say, valid values. Valid values means I just
Mm-hmm.
have my name, then it will return true.
Okay.
It will return true.
Mm-hmm.
But if it will return false, when it will return false,
Mm-hmm.
when we have any special character,
Dot pointers or something. Yeah.
yeah, then it will return false, and this not will convert that false to true.
Okay.
Okay, it means this code
Mm-hmm.
will be executed when we are using the not allowed letters or white space. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not allowed letter and white space, then this code will be executed. Okay, and what we have
Mm-hmm.
done, we have assigned to error message, that name error message, and we are printing that name error message here. The same thing, same way they have used the email validation. This is the email validation. Okay, email is required. First, they will check just empty value. If it is empty,
Okay.
error message will be email is required, and filter where filter validation email. Actually, filter variable is also inbuilt one inbuilt function. Let me see the definition. This is the inbuilt function. Sorry.
Okay.
Specified filter means yeah, it will filter the variable. It is specified filter and different filter keyword available to filter validate email. What they are doing, filter
Okay.
validate email, and we are passing that particular variable which we have the value in that from that particular text box, email text box. Okay.
Okay.
So if it will return,
Mm-hmm.
it will return false. It will return false means we don't have valid email.
Okay.
Just forget about this note again. It will return false when it is we don't have valid email in that particular
Email.
variable, and that
Yeah.
not will just change false to true, and this code will be
Okay.
okay. Same way,
That's code is gonna work.
yeah. Same way, other things will also execute the URL. This is again a regular expression. The whole till here, regular expression for
Okay.
it will check that
Mm-hmm.
that is particular URL or not. Okay. In
Mm-hmm.
the URL, what would be there? There should be HTTP or HTTPS or FTP also would be there. Can be colon symbol compulsory. There should be a colon symbol, double slash, www would be there, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe it is sometimes we can have www, we cannot have also www, but HTTP or HTTPS and colon symbol should be there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we can allow these number of characters means A to Z means we don't have the capitals. We don't have the capitals in the URL. Okay,
Okay.
0 to 9 we can have these space of characters. We can have at the rate. We can have in the URL. These all are matching
Oh.
with the paragraph match. It will match this paragraph. If it is true,
Mm-hmm.
paragraph match, it is a kind of a reverse thing. Filter will return true if it is valid email. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it will return true if we didn't match that particular paragraph. Okay. Did you get the point?
Okay.
Then,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
then only it is assigned invalid URL. Just assigned to
Yeah.
comment, just checking the empty value, nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Change is required.
And
Here we have to enter the is required message, nothing else.
okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The same, this function will call every time
Paste and text or input.
test,
Yes.
test, repeat, test, repeat. Okay. So this is a form and they will just echo the
Okay.
submitted values here in the same form.
Mm-hmm. With the default HTML and the PHP
Yeah,
validation.
PHP validation. Actually, we haven't used the HTML validation here.
Okay, it's a PHP
It's
validation.
just a PHP validation. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
URL email. The form complete means it will just show you the complete form with all the validation, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple array. Let's move ahead. There is the multiple arrays.
Yeah. In that
Multi-dimensional.
I have used this
Yeah.
multi-dimensional array.
Two-dimensional array means the same way, nothing else, there is nothing complicated. We have one array type variable. Let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you remove this, okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and just assign some variable values here, it is a simple array or not? Yeah,
Yeah.
we have used like this. No issue with that, the spaces,
Uh-huh.
our simple array.
Yeah. Simple array.
But if you use in place of these values what more arrays, so these are
Yeah. Array in array.
array in
For
array, nothing else. So within in this these array we have the value. Okay,
okay. Mm-hmm.
car is the multi-dimensional array. Within that there is some array type of, we have assigned array type of variables or values,
Mm-hmm.
more array into that particular array. It is called
Mm-hmm.
multi-dimensional array. It could be a two-dimensional or three-dimensional also. How
Okay.
three-dimensional? How could be three-dimensional? Just if we use here with
Array.
array, then it will be a three-dimensional array.
Three dimension.
Where we are. So how we access these values from the
Mm-hmm.
multi-dimensional array? And
Means for condition I and J, like that I have used.
yeah, exactly. And like in the inner loops means multiple loops.
Row column, something like that means
Yeah, in the
in
dollar
a
part,
row, the first column, in a row, second
in the second
column, in
column.
a row, third column.
So we have zero, only one array. Within this array, one row first.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. In the zero means in the first row, or you can say the first inner array.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And zero means
One.
the first value of first inner array. So
Okay.
Volvo will be printed. You can use here echo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm just saving it to the server. Volvo will be printed.
Okay.
Okay. If you use here 3, oh sorry, 2, 0, 1, 2,
Two. Yeah.
it will be generated about it. Then 18 will be printed. Okay. So same way they have access all the variables and values. We can access through the loop also.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else, just they have defined only these things. Loop also we just set a loop by seeing this array means we have 4 rows and 3 columns. So first loop, the outer loop will execute 4 times and inner loop will be executed 3 times. We have said that kind of thing. Okay, 0 to
Okay.
3 means 4 times, 0 to 3, 0 to 4 means 4 times, and 0 to 3 means, 0
Mm-hmm.
to 2 means
Three times.
3 times. Okay.
It's a three means what you call
Yeah, less than 3 means if it
three row.
equals to 3, then this loop will be terminated. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next, date and time, date time function, some inbuilt function. They just describe some inbuilt function means date. It will return the current date of the server. Okay, of that your particular server. If you are using any
Mm-hmm.
hosting server, hosting provider, then it will return that particular server date.
Okay. Date
Right?
and time.
Right now, I'm on the local machine. It will return my date. Okay.
Oh.
Today's date, automatic copyright here. Just the inbuilt functions are there. Date, HIAS. If you use like this, it will return the time also. Okay. Oh, one second. It's not 3:13 p.m. 3:30 is it's a good time. There is also around 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yeah, around 10 o'clock, 9:45. Or just see there. In the browser, the 8:50 a.m. It is returning, I think, your time.
Huh?
This is your
Yeah, 8:50.
Yes, in that particular website.
No,
This is also not your time right now.
no.
Maybe CST.
Why is 9:14?
Okay, it is returning CST. CST time.
Mm-hmm.
We can set that particular area or time zone also
Mm-hmm.
in the PHP. Maybe they have described that. No, they have described here also.
Mm-hmm. Get your
Time.
time.
Yeah. Check default time zone, one inbuilt function. If we use this,
Mm-hmm.
American year, it is not correct, no?
No, that's also not right.
Let's
It's all right, but
use here. Should 9:15 a.m. On my local it's working.
9:15.
On my local it's working. Maybe they're in that particular. If I use Asia, oops, I'm writing there. Asia. Is it Delhi? I think.
Slash India.
Asia, India. No, actually I have to see the Calcutta and Delhi. See the argument. Just if you love that particular argument, then it will return that particular time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the time we have to, sometimes actually there's a client need or client requirement. We have purchased the server from any other time zone in
Mm-hmm.
which we have to show our website time, different time zone, then we can set that time zone like this.
Default time zone.
Yeah, inbuilt function, and this date is also a inbuilt function. It will return date or time or both, date time also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just the same thing STR short time. Once just study, try to understand them. If you have any doubt,
Mm-hmm.
you can ask me. Okay, about
Okay.
this page. Okay, just it's defining some predefined function, nothing else. Okay.
Okay.
Include
Mm-hmm.
also include files. It will include other PHP script into our current PHP script.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the point? Other PHP script into our current PHP script
On fields. Okay.
means control Z. Here is our whole PHP script. What I have done, I
Mm-hmm.
have removed that function. Okay, no, no,
Okay.
not this function. In the bottom function. I've removed the whole code, PHP,
Mm-hmm.
and just put into the any other file. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm doing, include within the single quote demo. Now, if you enter these things, it will use an error and it will be printed here. It will invalid URL will be here because I have used invalid URL, but these values are still printing there. Why? Because
Yeah.
we have included one another file. Within that file, we have that particular. Okay.
Okay.
So for including any other PHP script into our current PHP script, we will include function. Okay.
Okay.
They are including in different insert tag what they are here. So we send them a file called PHP. Okay, we will see this if we get any other requires and include. Just try to understand this require just does the same thing, but if that function didn't get that particular file, means
Okay.
in that particular folder, in that particular printer folder, if we don't have demo.php and we are including
Okay.
or we are
Okay.
using require function, then it will generate the error and with the message that
Okay.
you are using one file that is not existing,
Server does not have. Yeah.
and it will stop the execution of the file. It will generate why this is
Okay.
generating a parsing error. But if you use include function, not require function, then it will show only one warning. It will not stop the execution of our file. This is the
Okay. It will just give a warning notice.
so just try to understand them. So you have to
Okay.
see this part, date and time, and the include. Then
Include. Okay.
we will discuss the file handling and the other things. But
Cookies and.
there's some issue. Actually, I'm going to holiday. I'm on leave from tomorrow onwards. Actually, I'm available till 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. IST, but that will be too early for you. I think so.
Okay.
So I don't think so. There would be any class or tomorrow. Then on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, a big
Okay.
a big
Going
leave.
outside.
Yeah, actually
Oh.
I'm going to home, and there's Holi also, Holi festival.
Okay.
So I will just let you know if anyone else can continue. I will just ask
Okay.
Ira if anyone replace me, then we will then you can continue. Okay.
Okay.
Or if our Drupal expert will be available, then they can also introduce the Drupal thing or brief you about the
Okay.
Drupal. That will be also helpful for you. I will just
Okay.
I'll call you tomorrow or I'll mail you. Or Chirag will call you tomorrow
Okay.
in the morning.
Okay.
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 So just revise the thing. We have discussed so many things today. Okay.
Yeah.
Try,
Yeah.
try to use validation, form handling, the URL validation, some inbuilt function date time and include required. These things we have discussed. Just revise them, and I will just let
Okay.
you know
Sure. Sure.
when we can continue. Okay.